I'm Colin Turner, and this is my research project for the class Political Communications. My research question I'm looking to answer is, how do politicians talk about their peers and rivals? Specifically, how do they talk about their peers and rivals to the general population in a presentation style? My field sites were the classroom in Morissette Hall, room 205, throughout the semester, and the Federal Leaders Debate in Gatineau on October 7th. My methods of data collection were field notes taken by hand during the speaker presentations, sketches of the field sites, and field notes taken after the event, in the case of the debate where I couldn't take field notes during the event. My method for analysis is coding, and I was coding for when politicians spoke about other politicians. I coded for whether the speech was positive, negative, and directed towards a peer in their party or a political rival. My main findings from my research were that politicians do not use the name of the person or the people they are critiquing when the person is not there with them. The politicians that came to our class would critique how other politicians would vote in blocks on local council or spend too much money on flyers, but they would never specifically cite who was doing this. At the Federal Leaders Debate, the politicians called each other out by name for their shortcomings, but this is due in part to the name recognition of federal leaders compared to local councilors and the format of the debate. However, when there were positive affirmations given towards peers or rivals, the name was often cited. My feelings. I was pleasantly surprised at how cordially most of the politicians referred to their peers, even when they had been political rivals in the past. This did not translate to the leadership debate, where there was name-calling, but that was to be expected with the format. Now I'll talk about the implications of my study, or why it's important. Every federal election, the topic of mudslinging and attack ads are brought up. My reaction to the politicians speaking well of their peers and opponents was quite positive. I liked the politicians more who spoke respectfully of other politicians, whether that was negatively or positively. I'm sure others will feel the same way. And perhaps some politicians can sway votes by using common manners instead of insults.